If you thought that Alicia Keys would just sit back and let her devoted wife run wild while listening to her Swizz Beatz, you're mistaken. That's why this tea is on fire. Because Alicia apparently just ended the marriage, according to what is currently trending on social media. And the reason for this is Swizz's inability to remain faithful. Who's the fake and who is the phony now? Because that's the kind of stuff I hatred, because rumors abound that he did more than cheat. It's possible that he got his side girlfriend pregnant. Insiders now claim that Alicia is officially done, that she has a newfound sense of empire, that the ring has been removed, and that she is prepared to leave that disaster behind. However, the supporters are genuinely shaken by this section. It sounds like this is not a one-night error. Swizz seem to have been skulking around with this same woman for some time, perhaps right in front of Alicia's nose. Furthermore, if the rumors are accurate, the pregnancy may have been the last straw in a marriage that has been subtly failing. Now, the same question is being asked by everyone. You did the unimaginable, but how? How long has Alicia been aware of it? And how profound is this betrayal really? Let's dissect this, everyone. This is burning everyone. Our limit was just reached by Alicia. And based on what is currently leaking on social media, things are going to turn rather ugly because, according to people with knowledge of the matter, Alicia has officially had enough of Swizz Beatz and is preparing to permanently leaving the marriage. Rumor has it that she has already engaged one of the most vicious celebrity divorce lawyers in Hollywood, and she is prepared to take him and make him regret ever attempting to play her that way. But what happened, everyone? Apparently, Swizz caught up with the woman he's been flirting with, so this wasn't your typical Tay controversy behind the scenes. And then there's the part that makes everyone gasp. According to reports, the woman is pregnant. That implies, everyone, that Swizz is going to give birth to a child with a non-wife. Furthermore, Alicia has decided to leave her position as stepmother to her husband's side chick's child. Alicia believes she can move without making any noise. But the streets were observing. Fans noticed something wasn't quite right when she was recently spotted in public. She wasn't merely passing. As if she didn't want to be seen at all, she was obviously trying to cover her face. Just that got everyone talking. The genuine tea, however, fell at that point. As it happens, Alicia was doing more than errands. She had just left her divorce lawyer's office, insiders swiftly disclosed. Fans now believe that she was trying to hide it since she didn't want Swizz to know about it quite yet. According to reports, Alicia is now attempting to surprise him by presenting him with the paperwork. Swizz is going to discover the hard way that Alicia is not a suitable partner. Now, their marriage has been shadowed by rumors for years. Rumors of Swizz skulking around while side ladies appear with drama and stories simmering beneath the surface, discussing Za. However, Swizz vowed to be faithful to Alicia and Elisa alone each and every time he shut it off. And for some reason, he always left looking clean. However, it is no longer merely rumors. This isn't an unnamed woman posting things online. A complete baby is reportedly on the way. Suddenly, it seems much more difficult to spin the story. It is impossible to cheat on a pregnancy test. Additionally, Felicia is allegedly seducing people and planning her escape behind the scenes, which is why everything is blowing up at once. Indeed, Swizz may have finally messed up with the one person who had always supported him. The crazy thing is that this isn't even a brand new tea. This has been hinted at for years by a number of blind items. One of those from back in 2021 essentially. Side, don't believe the hype. Even so, the rapper who loves the end of the alphabet and is a producer is dishonest. He would never want to become well known for his infidelity. He had to marry her because that had already happened once. Tell me though, it doesn't sound like Swizz to a T in the modern era. The fans are beginning to realize that science has always been there and the math is math. This previous A-list artist turned minus-list singer has been quite busy, according to another blind Adam who spilled even more tea. With a new job on TV, however, her husband has been enjoying it and has been having an affair with this protege of his whom he believes will succeed. Fans are now connecting the dots. And since Swizz was out there coaching artists and Alicia was doing the voice at the time, it doesn't sound so blind anymore. So with a new empire mindset, is Alicia prepared to move on with her life? But let's be honest for a moment, even though this situation is chaotic, many people aren't exactly crying for Alicia. She also contributed to the creation of this circumstance. The internet has a long-standing memory, and followers are eager to remind everyone that Swizz was still a very happy man when he first started dating Alicia. For months, that controversy kept the bloggers in a rut, and Alicia was being made fun of for her involvement with married men. Nee once advised married guys to keep their legs to themselves. Fans claim that she's simply getting a taste of her own medicine now that it's come full circle more than 10 years later. How you obtain them is how you lose them. And when it all began, he and singer Manda were still legally wed. And at the time, Manda didn't remain silent. On social media, she accused Alicia of being unclean. After Alicia tweeted, "And love, is it better to go for the choice that is smart or for the choice that has spark?" The entire thing took off. Manda only required that. She responded with a full-fledged open letter, accusing Alicia of deceiving her partner and feigning intense love. Narrative. That moment formally turned the public against Alicia at the time, and her admirers were shaken. However, Shonda gave Alicia a stern retort, stating that she had gone to Alicia woman to woman to inform her that she and Swizz were still married at the time. However, she claimed that Alicia simply didn't give a damn. Manda stated in a now famous open letter, "In the communications, I made it very plain in the message I wrote her that, despite what she might be hearing, I'm still married to my husband, live with him, and recently had a child. 2 years have passed and I still haven't heard back. What I do get, though, are persistent acts of self-centeredness that worry my kid and me. Until I learned that she might be having an affair with my husband, I trusted her." Both denied the affair until months later when it was ultimately acknowledged. She also acknowledged asking Alicia personally to step aside so she could resolve her marriage, but Alicia refused. She said, "If I were your woman and you were my man, you know, the role you played and how you contributed to the end of my marriage," Shonda stated in the same letter. "You are aware that I requested you to back off and allow me to deal with the issues in my family that you contributed to." And to be honest, people never truly forgot that moment. As a result, Alicia is now facing the same kind of betrayal that she previously ignored. Many people are referring to it as pure karma. Additionally, let Manda assure her that Alicia wasn't merely skulking around with Swizz. She was advocating for him to end his marriage completely. Things became worse when he finally agreed to file for divorce because, in addition to allegedly helping to dismantle the household, Alicia also allegedly attempted to pressure Swizz into battling for sole custody of his son with Manda Cassin Jr., and that's what set the match on fire. It escalated a precarious situation into a full-fledged conflict. Since the fallout lasted for years and the animosity between them quickly became ugly, fans haven't forgotten, to be honest. People are referring to it as karma in real time now that it may be reoccurring. In any case, Manda ultimately decided to prioritize her son and requested a truce between herself, Swizz, and Alicia, which they all accepted. However, according to insiders, Alicia wasn't exactly leaping for happiness. And since the criticism was becoming too loud, she simply went along with it. The last thing she needed was more smoke, and she was already being dragged as a homemaker. Therefore, although there appeared to be peace on the surface, others claim it was more about maintaining one's reputation than actually making reparations. However, they even appeared in public together on a few occasions, such as the ABC interview I'm about to show you. In it, they discussed how to establish a strong co-parenting relationship and asserted that by prioritizing the children, they were able to put the turmoil behind them. And it all sounded picture perfect, as if 3 grown-ups had risen above the chaos for the benefit of the kids. Listen to it, everyone. Interview.
He wanted to know why I couldn't go see him at his dad's, and why can't his dad come over and see his bedroom at our house? It was really a wake-up call. Even if we don't want to for ourselves right now, we have to do it for him because he doesn't.
However, once the day came to a conclusion, Manda, the person who had been betrayed, stepped up and corrected the parenting. She didn't want her youngster to be caught in the crossfire. Additionally, when she was receiving accolades for Alicia, allegedly didn't like that at all, taking the high road. At which point she allegedly began causing harm. Control, promoting these well-executed PR operations to change the perception and portray her as anything other than the homewrecker that the public believed her to be. However, as you are well aware, Miss Jaguar Wright was not going to allow Alicia to change the course of events in that way. She responded with a clap and stated unequivocally that Alicia was actually living with Swizz and Amanda when the affair began, according to reports. As stated by Jaguar, Alicia claimed to be working on music when she moved in. She was working on more than just that, though. According to her, Alicia began to meddle under Mashanda's roof with Swizzy. Here's the video, everyone.
Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with him, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in while she was cool with the wife. It's plotting to steal her husband to come.
Therefore, it appears that Alicia got her boo, and for a while it appeared as though she'd evaded the karma. This is the bit, though, that she apparently forgot. Swizzy had a lengthy history. Alicia was by no means the second woman he had an affair with, nor was she the first. He just married her in the end. Thus, in the year 2000, Mashonda was expecting Swizz, their first child, was already out here getting her in trouble, Nicole. Levy was the woman he cheated on her with. He also got Nicole pregnant at the same time, which made matters worse. Mitch was interacting with, according to reports. She experienced some major pregnancy issues as a result of the betrayal she experienced, while carrying his child, as well as the stress and despair. Sadly, their kid was stillborn despite not surviving. But Amanda ended up forgiving him, and in 2004 they were married. This is where things get tricky, though. Do you recall how Swizzy and Alicia supposedly began dating in 2007 or 2008? Well, it turns out discovered that he was simultaneously having an affair with Jana Sebastian, another lady. Indeed, everyone, she gave birth to his daughter, Nicole. Therefore, Swizzy was double time in addition to cheating. Alicia didn't seem to mind that it was both women. 17 years later, it is said that Swizz has not altered his behavior. In addition to being accused of cheating once more, rumors also circulate that he has a side. Not just a recently pregnant chick, but a pregnant chick. According to reports, she is due any day now, making Swizz a father to 6 children. A new baby is on the way, the marriage is in limbo, and the man is acting the same. Thread and Alicia supposedly found this to be the last straw. You see, even though she may have ignored the quiet little affairs, the late-night studio sessions, and the flirtation, a complete baby has never been involved in the agreement. Given that the same thing destroyed Squizzy's last marriage, she's not going to play stepmother to his sidekick's new child. Ironically, she enjoyed playing stepmother when she was the other female. She's leaving, though, now that the positions are reversed. Yep, there you have it, everyone. With the facts revealed after years of speculation, turmoil, and heartache, Swizz Beatz didn't only cheat. He reportedly went all out and knocked up his side girl. Additionally, it appears that Alicia may not be staying to clean up this mess. There is more to the divorce than treachery. Despite initially being a willing participant, it's about her taking back control and closing the door on her destructive past. What follows in the Swizzy story, though? Do you believe they will do something unimaginable and give us a strange appearance? Will Swizzy attempt to retaliate, or is this the end of their 15-year story? However, there are 2 things that are certain. The narrative is far from over, and we will be there to witness every moment of her journey, every turn, and every page. Journal.